Good evening. Happy Friday night, everyone. I am your host, Johnson McCain here. Um, Welcome to this episode of Satchel for Madness. I am wearing two coats today. Oh my gosh, it is freezing today. All day today it was freezing, and there's snow out and icy some places. And that's why I put blue today because it reminds me of cold and ice and winter and January. Ah, it's going to be for the next couple days until probably February 1st. They're saying that it's going to be like, what do you think? Oh, let's ready for this to warm up a little bit. I'm not ready for spring yet. We barely started winter. I'm just ready for it to warm up a little bit. Anyway, and this weekend we're going to have a major winter storm. So everyone's freaking out. But I'm not freaking out. I am here and I'm ready to do a fantastic Friday episode of Satchel Block Marathon Madness. Okay, today we're going to talk about Season 8, Episode 64, Fun Day Friday 5, and then Season 8, Episode 21, Waiting for the Weekend. Mm, mm. I got cold water, which is probably not helpful, the cold out here. But anyway, let's begin with Fun Day Friday number 5. So this episode, he gets on the bus, he gets to school, he gets breakfast, then he goes to Heartland. Is it Heartland today? Or they or no, I think yeah. Fun they go Heartland. Today is early childhood education day with Miss Higgins, a wonderful woman, wonderful teacher. I miss her, but but time goes on, and um anyway, um, so they have like they do chit chat and stuff, and then they have like a lesson for a little bit, and then they have in the middle of it they have 15 to 20 minute break, which we don't see. Um, that's chilling, relaxing. And then he go for the second half of the class. They have another lesson, and then they do a couple activities. I think they do like some videos or something. Um, and they had this club, and Hunter's a member of this club there with the early childhood class. It's called STCLA. It's like a family consumer thing class, club, and we just do community services and stuff. And I think today we have a meeting, and we're discussing a fundraiser, and we want to do a fundraiser because um, pretty soon. And I think today we discussed it, and every Friday we have a meeting and we want to do a fundraiser because we want to go out and either buy things for this, and we end up doing this in May, I believe. Um, we want to donate like some items or some money so the organization can buy some supplies. And we went to this pregnancy center to help women that helps women pregnancy. It's a great organization, a will organization, and we did donate this money from the fundraiser to this, and they provide to buy diapers and wet wipes and stuff for mothers, and stuff like that. Um, and they also do like ultrasounds and stuff for women. So they buy equipment for that too. They provide free like pregnancy tests for women. Um, this is a very great service, and I recommend if you're a part of a club or a church or a school, or even just you on your own. It's great to do a fundraiser, GoFundMe, or Venmo thing, or um, and I'm glad that we do, this club is a thing. And I'm glad that we had it in the show. And I'm glad that we spread awareness about, helping others and helping organizations, donating. But even you on your own as a person, you can donate money and donate supplies to these organizations, women organizations, pregnancy organizations, homeless shelters and homeless organizations. There's so many organizations, churches, even donated, that would be great. That's always great, and I'm glad that we spread awareness for this. So it's very important to me. Um, but anyway, but we discussed a fundraiser today on this day. Um, for a future fundraiser, and we want to do Valentine's Day fundraiser. We want to sell like candy and chocolate and like these the hearts and stuff with words on them. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, sell these things to the students, and the money that we get from those candies and stuff like that, we would use to buy supplies. We ended up just not buying supplies, but we just gave money to this organization to buy their own, to buy supplies and equipment and stuff. But anyway, which is still great, money or anything helps. Um, so we planned this idea, and we have to make posters, we have to make flyers, we have to buy the candy, get the candy to sell it. Um, so we're planning this, and this is for right now it's December, so this is early stages. But we're gonna do this fundraiser in Jan. We're gonna discuss it somewhere. Probably do it in January and February, and then. But this, we had a meeting about it as this group, and then we did another activity, I think, and then at the end of the day, we start preparing for the next week preschool, which I think might be the last week of the preschool for the semester. Because remember, this is before winter break. This is one of the episodes before the winter break. Um, and Hartman ends a little bit earlier than the high school. Um, but I think we start preparing for the next week for the preschool. We start writing some lesson plans and stuff. So, like that. And then the day ends. It goes back to the high school. Um, let's see. Um, oh, they go to study hall and all that. And they have lunch. And today is Friday. It's Fun Day Friday. He's still in the spirit. So he compliments and gives some candy and stuff to the Birdhead members, and they appreciate it, and they say they're friendly to one another. They chit chat about stuff. They chit chat about weekend plans because it's the weekend. Um, let's see. And then they eat lunch and do some games and TikToks. It's Pizza Friday. I love it. I said in the last Marathon Madness, I'm a foodie. Oh my gosh. It's pizza, they have cookies, chips, um, apples. I love apples. Those are my favorite. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but we have our lunch, we get done, and then we have science with Mr. Mindock and the student teacher, Mr. Miller. We have a lesson plan. Um, lesson plan. We have bell work and then a lesson, and then we have an activity. And then his Algebra 2 with Mr. Stevens. I think they just have a lesson. And then at Resource with Oswald, he gets the assignment done. There's some distractions, but he gets it done. And then U.S. History with Wild Windwedge. They have a lesson, and then they have work on this assignment that they've been working on. So, and then the bell rings, and he goes home. Um, Season 8, Episode 21, Waiting for the Weekend. Let's discuss it. So, it's another Friday episode. he gets to Heartland, um, and this yeah, it's yeah. So they have a lesson, like they chit chat and have a lesson. They have at the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the preschool the previous week. I mean, the week that they had. So they discuss the week that they had, and then they have like a lesson, and then they have their break, their 15 to 20-minute break, whatever, 20-minute break. It's hard to know. It's hard to remember. Um, and then the second half they do some more like activities and stuff, assignments, and then then they prepare for the week. So um, the next week with lesson plans and stuff, they begin to talk about the theme of the week and what they want to do. And then the bell rings at Heartland. He gets back to school. Study hall lunch, pizza Friday. It's every Friday's pizza. This time, instead of cookie, they have ice cream, chips, fruits and veggies, of course, and milk. Which I love the milk there. It tastes like a milkshake. Oh my gosh. Um, we never had disgusting. I felt like our food was pretty good. I don't think it was disgusting. Some people didn't like it, but I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was horrible. I actually enjoyed it. But anyway, but like I said, am a foodie too. So anyway, um, so they chit chat about the week and what they have for the weekend and how they're waiting for the weekend and how they're ready for the weekend. And it's been kind of a stressful week and dramatic week for Hunter, I think, this week. But he's ready for the weekend. He's definitely ready for the weekend. And I, right now, am ready for the weekend. And I think everyone always is ready for the weekend on Fridays. Now, then he goes finishes lunch. Then he goes to science. Same old thing. I'm just gonna say the same old. And then algebra two, they have a lesson. I mean, they have like I think today they have like a quiz or something. Probably because it's been a little while. Um, they're probably done with their unit, whatever that they do. So it's time for a test or something, a quiz. So he goes to Uzma's room. He helps him with the test, with the quiz, whatever. And then he gets it. Then he turns it in to Mr. Stevens, and then he goes to. Then it's resource period, and since there's nothing else to do for the week, he just watches TikTok, just relaxes, and then he goes to U.S. history, the final class of the week, the final class of the day. With Mr. Royal Village, they have a lesson, and then they do work on. I think they're working on projects or they're doing some type of activity or something. And then the bell rings at 3:45. It's Friday's done. The week is done. The weekend is here. We waited long enough for the weekend. Now it's here. And they're gonna have a fantastic Friday night and a wonderful weekend. And that is it for this episode. And that's it for this episode of Sad John Block. Marathon Madness. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm. Don't get out. You know, here where I'm at, we're having six to some parts of this area. It means the state is getting 12 inches. This part of where I'm at is getting like 6 to 8 inches, and our part's getting 8 to 10 inches. It's crazy. And then and the southern states are getting right now like ice and sleet, and they're having an ice storm. And thank God up here there's not ice storms, just snow, but it's still crazy and still kind of like bad conditions. So everyone, if you're traveling, just stay home. That's one. If you can stay home, stay home. If you don't have essentials to do, let's stay home. Stay safe, stay warm, stay home. Get by a fireplace, get your dog or cat, um, and just stay home. Stay inside if you have to. If you want to go out, like walk around outside or something, if you want to, like build a snowman or something. Okay, that's fine. But um, but please just try to stay warm, stay safe. I'm praying for most of the United States is having this major storm, so I'm praying for everyone's safety. and you guys play for safety too, um, as well. But God, I mean, hope, um, but make sure you have the essentials. Make sure you bundle up if you do have to go out because it's freezing. Put on two coats like I am. Put on gloves. Put on. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it went off. Okay. Put on gloves. Put on a hat. Put on headphones. Put on earbuds. That's what. Put, put on. Make sure you're wearing boots and and socks and not wearing flip flops. And wear sweatpants and sweatshirts or just pants. Like maybe wear two or three shirts. Who knows? But let's stay warm. Do the best to stay warm. Drink hot cocoa. Drink hot tea. Drink hot water. I'm probably stupid for having freezing water, but it's good. Make sure, but also have your supplies. Have a first aid kit. Have a flashlight. Have batteries. Have a radio. Have enough food for a couple days. Like today is the best day, I think, or to buy the food that you need. Make sure you buy stuff that don't have to be frozen or refrigerate just in case the power goes out. Make sure you have food that you can have that don't have to be, frozen or make sure or even cooked. Because you might not have electricity in your stove. Um, But and also make sure your car has gas and stuff in it, and an emergency kit in it if you drive, you know. But everyone take precautions, stay safe the best you can, stay warm, bundle up. If you have to be cautious of that, go slow, you know. But I wouldn't go out anywhere until it's safe and until the conditions get better. But everyone try to stay sane, watch TikTok, build a snowman, play some games, stay warm by a fireplace, watch TV, eat some snacks, you know, maybe ice cream. Oh, make sure you have enough water. So make sure you have like water you buy at the store and like jugs of it. And also make sure you get your blood and make sure you have maybe milk. But I would say maybe stay away from milk just in case your fridge goes out. Um, but maybe have like jugs and jugs of water. Um, because you need to definitely, if you don't have food, but you definitely need water. You need hydrated. If you don't have food, you at least need, or you don't have stuff you can't cook something. Make sure you have. Make sure for sure you had jugs and jugs and jugs of water. Um, um, so, um, but let's try to take precautions, be cautious, be safe, don't fearmonger, but please take this seriously and be prepared and get prepared and, um, play, um, but God will protect you, God will protect us, He'll guide us out. So, um, and have hope and faith and trust the Lord with the storm and with any But anyway, um, but guys, may God bless and protect each and every one of you. Stay safe the best you can. Stay warm the best you can. Um, and but we'll be back for Saturday, the rain or shine or snow or ice. We'll be back for another, or try to be back, filming another episode of Saturday and posting another episode of Saturday Black Marathon Madness on Monday. Try to stay warm. Have a wonderful weekend though. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.